Guys, it's Jack. Welcome to another video, and I got a treat for y'all today. I made a tier list. I know tier lists aren't super popular now. Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, they're not at their peak of their popularity, but I still find them fun to do. And I got a really nice video for you guys here. Um, you know, Boxers. Let's just do it. The categories I got: Hall of Famer, pound for pound, great, good, decent, trash. And when talking about these guys, we're talking about the peak of their career, like not 2023. I mean, these are the Boxers of 2023, but I'm talking about at their peak. So yeah, let's just get started. So Anthony Joshua at his best, he was pound for pound. I'm sorry. The Dillian White fight, the Anthony Joshua fight, he had a mean streak to him. And now if we're talking, he'd probably be in good, but at his peak, you got to say pound for pound. Artur Beterbiev, I think he's slightly overrated. Um, would I say he's pound for pound? Well, yeah, he's pound for pound, but I don't know. We don't know a lot about him because he hasn't had a ton of fights, and he's already like 38. And the Callum Smith fight was supposed to take place like 6 months ago, but now it's taking place like in January. Like, bro, what is that? So I don't know. But we got Caleb Plant next. I want to put him in pound for pound, but he's just great. I mean, he gave great guys like Benavidez and Canelo trouble, but he has stamina issues. Some people say his power is questionable. I think if he puts his power into his shots, like his left hook especially, can really hurt people. We saw when he brutally knocked out Anthony Durrell or Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell, Anthony Durrell. So I'm great for Caleb Plant. Canelo, obviously Hall of Famer without a doubt, whether you like it or not. Even though he lost to G twice. Same thing with Clarissa Shields. Even if you hate her as much as me, because she's a punk and she's just a bad person, she's Hall of Famer, and we can't deny that. Daniel Jacobs. Now, Daniel Jacobs at his peak, I think, was pound for pound. Like the one that fought Golovkin. I know people were like, "Oh, he always lost to close fights." Bro, the one that fought Golovkin beats like probably Canelo. Like I'm being serious. The pound for pound 2017 Jacobs was a monster. So we're saying pound for pound. Then we got David Benavidez. I'm not just saying this because I met the dude, but he's a Hall of Famer. Because this dude, if you saw the video on why I think Benavidez beats Canelo, you'll see why I respect this dude so much and why I think he's such a good fighter. The accuracy, the speed, the hunger. He's going to be a Hall of Famer and maybe even an all time great. We'll have to see. But I'm excited for the Andrade fight. And speaking of Andrade, at the best in his career, we'll probably say good. Like I don't rate on poo poo much. I mean, his balance is awful. His chin's awful. He has okay power. His output's not very high. Right now, I mean, I'd probably say decent, but at his peak, we'll say good. Um, yes, poo poo Andre. Deontay Wilder. If we're talking about skills, then probably decent. Like people will make fun of his skills, saying he's trash. He has some skills. He sets up his shots. He has a decent jab. So we're doing skills decent, but we're talking about in general. The power, rarely in boxing does the one punch can change everything really work. But with Deontay, it really does happen. We saw against Fury, he's getting whooped, and then he lands one shot against Fury, who's a great fighter, and literally knock him down. Dude, Wilder's power is just insane. So he's got to be pound for that. Devin Haney, I know there's going to be a lot of Devin Haney fans just because, I don't know, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. You got to say that he's great. I wouldn't say pound for pound because he lost to an old Lomachenko but robbed him. His chin's not very good. He has no power at all. So I would say, do I want to put him with Caleb Plant? Yeah, we'll put him with Caleb Plant. Bivol, obviously, such a complete fighter, Hall of Famer, easy. And as much as we want to say with Berlanga that he's trash, he's decent. He has some skills, but I mean, he's not very good. Errol Spence, a lot of people would say pound for pound before the Bud fight. What do I want to do? Do I want to do pound for pound or great? I must say great because I think his 147 run was overrated, but he's a good fight. He's a good fighter, dude. He's a good fighter. Golovkin, if you've seen the series on Golovkin's resume I did, you already know that he's Hall of Famer, easy, beat Canelo twice at an older age and was robbed. And not much else to say for Golovkin. George Kambosos, we'll say he's decent. He's not that good. Got extremely lucky over Teofimo Lopez on his worst night, and this was his best night that he trained his butt off for. He barely was able to get by, but he's decent, but he's definitely not that good. And I know this is crazy. I know this is crazy. Not trash, not decent, not good, not great, not pound for pound, but Hall of Famer for Gervonta. I know that's tough, but this dude's skills along he's basically Wilder but with skills. Like this dude punches so hard. He's super skilled. Bro, I mean, they're not putting him against anybody really good. They're just kind of cuz he's like a big star. But bro, if he gets a big name, like dude, we just saw him against Ryan Garcia, who's a great fighter. He beat him and it was impressive. So, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer in my books. And you may call me crazy, but just hold on and we'll see, all right? Then Jaime Munguia, I'm going to put him on the same level as Andrade. I think he lost to Derevyanchenko, but robbed him. So many robberies we're talking about here. He has an amazing stamina, an amazing work rate, and he's really fast, and he has a lot of hunger, but his defense is dreadful. One of the worst defenses in the sport. He has a great chin, never been dropped, but he was hurt by Spike O'Sullivan. He was hurt by Derevyanchenko. Yeah, so we'll say good for Munguia. Jake Paul, trash, obviously. Boots Ennis, bro. I am sorry, but this dude, speaking of complete fighters, he's just like Bivol to me. This dude has power. We saw against Villa, who's such a monster, how he's able to outbox him and then knock him out. And Villa's a monster. We saw him against Rashidi Ellis, beat Rashidi Ellis after putting the pressure on him for so long. So, yeah. Then we have the Charlo brothers. So the thing here is, I know this is going to be crazy, but I think if Jermall, the bigger one, the one that didn't just fight Canelo, I think if he really trained, because I think he's the much more talented brother, I think if he really trained, Jermall could seriously be, bro, he's impressive. Jermall is impressive. We saw against an older Derevyanchenko, his jab, he has a great chin, he has a very smart IQ, he hits hard. He's a complete fighter. I know it's going to be insane, but he's a Hall of Famer. But his brother is more pound. I wouldn't even say his brother's pound for. Okay, I'll say pound for pound simply because he's super hungry. He hits hard. Yeah, I'll say pound for pound. That's going to be if Jermall comes back focused, bro. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I always said that the bigger Charlo brother would give Canelo problems. Lil Jermell didn't even try, but Jermall is much stronger. He has a great jet, bro. I really rate Jermell when he's serious. Junto Nagatani, don't even at me, bro. Come on now. Katie Taylor. So everyone talks about how amazing this girl is, but every time she's fought, I've been really unimpressed. But so I'm. If I say good, there's gonna be a bunch of Irish people don't you ever, oh no, that's British. They'll be like, don't you ever talk shit about Katie Taylor? No, I'm Katie Taylor here, yeah. Oh my gosh, but no, I'll say pound for pound just to be nice, but she's not pound. No, I'll say great. Because, bro, she always has close competitive fights against people. She's not, amazing. She's not like Clarissa, where she's just destroying every female fighter. But anyways, Keith Thurman, at his best, I'll say he was great. Not much else to say. He was great. He wasn't pound for pound. He wasn't Hall of Famer. He was probably a bit overrated. Yeah. Naoya Inoue, obviously Hall of Famer without question already. Usyk, another Hall of Famer without question already. Period. Ryan Garcia, if he's focused, bro, I'm sorry, but he's pound for pound. I know that. Do I want to put him there? No, okay, he's great. I know a lot of people say that he's chinny. Bro, I mean, he got up from one of the hardest shots Tank's ever landed and got up from it. Luke Campbell dropped him, but I think he has a good chin in the fact that if you drop him, he'll get up. It's really hard to knock him unconscious. But anyways, his speed, he hits extremely hard. He had some success against Tank, and I think his game plan was messed up from getting too reckless early. I think Ryan could be up pound for pound, but from what we've seen, I'll say he's great. Which one? I'll say decent because I don't want to put him alongside Jake Paul. So we got Sergey Kovalev at his best. He was pound for pound. He was. He was great. Nah, do I want to say Hall of Famer? Sean Pascal. He should have got the Andre Ward win. I'll say Hall of Famer for Kovalev. I'm sorry, I'm going there. Most of these fighters that now are like Hall of Famers, like, but we'll see at the end of the list what we have. Sergey Derevchenko at his best, I think he was great. He gets hit a lot. His chin is amazing. His work rate's amazing. He has great footwork. I'll say he's great. I don't know if he's pound for pound. Do I want to change this? I'm looking at it now. Do I want to change this? Nah. I think I'm good. I think I'm good now. Shakur Stevenson. I know he gets a lot of hype. I just say pound for pound. I think if he fights other guys, um, just something about him. I think there's some flaws there that we are yet to see yet, and I know that's gonna be crazy, but he's not a Hall of Famer, and if he is, I'll bite my tongue. Stephen Fulton, he's great. We saw him get destroyed against Inoue, but he's a good fighter. Tiafimo at his best when he's focused, easy Hall of Famer. This dude's so athletic, such a mean fighter, super fast, hits super hard, has a great ring IQ. Come on now, and another Hall of Famer, bro. These are mostly Hall of Famers. Dang. Actually, you know what? I might actually, if I'm gonna make this cleaner, I'm gonna move Nakatani down. Is there anyone else I'd move down? No, I'll say Naka just because like we haven't seen everything, but he could be Hall of Famer. I kind of really jumped the ship on that one. Zoo, I think he's great. I wouldn't say he's pound for pound or Hall of Famer. I think he's great. Tommy Fury, trash. Now, Tyson Fury, Hall of Famer, whether you like him or not. Vasyl Lomachenko, Hall of Famer, whether you like him or not. And Virgil Ortiz, this dude's really good, but his injuries are like killing him. So I don't even know where this dude's at. We'll just say great. But yeah, that's my list. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to do the list. But yeah, guys, that's my pound for pound list. Or not pound for pound list, my tier list for boxers. I'm about to do a video on my second channel, my music channel, on 100 different rap albums ranked. If you're interested in seeing that, it'll be in the description to this. And yeah, guys, I'll see you later.